welcome to the home of the Bulldogs. We're at Grandview High School for tonight's Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week as Center is on the road taking on number 22, Grandview. Hi, everybody. Kevin White with Dion Clisso, and this is Michael Watson. This is the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. This is a non-conference game, but a big city rivalry game. These teams just right down the highway from one another.
Yeah, you got to love it. Two teams who know each other very well. They play summer ball against one another, so it's going to be a good one tonight.
Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile. This guy was a star wide receiver for the Yellow Jackets. Not too bad on the hardwood. Armand Russell.
Yeah, Armand Russell had a phenomenal football season this year, transferring that over to the basketball court, averaging 15 points, 6 boards so far in the season.
And for the Bulldogs, this is a very quick guard in Josiah Kirkwood.
Yeah, Josiah Kirkwood, small but mighty, can go get his own whenever it calls for. Going to have he and his sidekick Renfro if they're going to have a chance to beat Center tonight.
Bulldogs and Jackets from Grandview on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Lineups and tip-off coming up next. The final notes of our national anthem being played here at Grandview High School. Grandview playing host to Center tonight in a non-conference game.
We remind all spectators that this game is competitive, but it is also an educational experience for all players and students. Let's continue to show respect and sportsmanship throughout this contest and refrain from negative cheers, chants, or behavior. We welcome our guests from Center.
Grandview coming in with a record of 6-2. And Center, the visitors, they have a record of 7-4 and 4-0 in their conference, which is the MRVC. And here is their starting lineup. Starting quarterback Vic will be on the front line. Starting wide receiver Russell there as well. The freshman getting his first start tonight, Vasquez. And there's been a change. Jermel Mack will start instead of Frazier, and Keon Spiller is one of their top scorers at 15 per game. Grandview did get a game in this past week. They played Tuesday at the Fieldhouse, and Coach Carney's team, Southeast, gave them a battle.
Yeah,
57-56. Grandview wins it as Kirkwood had the game-winning shot. And they are 6-2 on the year, winners of 2 straight. Renfro is their top scorer at 17 per game. Aaron Dale is one of their senior leaders. And then you've got some very quick players in Kirkwood and Lee. And the guy that's emerging for this team, though, is Kobe Johnson, the 6'6 junior.
Yeah, and it's always great to get a chance to play at home in front of your family and friends in a rivalry game. The gym is filling up, Kevin. It's going to be a good one.
There's Prentice Potts, second-year head coach of Grandview, former Shawnee Mission North Indian. Teamed up with Boo Miller and played for Tony Lake. They had a good run there. He's also been a head coach at Schlegel, Turner, Leavenworth, and Avila. And Ladale Wooten in his 6th year, former player at Center, graduated in 2004. He's won 4 conference titles and 2 district titles. Your officials, Terry Woodley, Cedric Townsend, and Corey Starnes. Grandview, the home team in white. Center in black in their road visiting uniforms. We are ready to go. Renfro at 6'7" against Vic at 6'5". And it'll be Grandview to run the first set. Yellow Jackets open in a man-to-man defense. I have a feeling, Michael, this game will be played at a very fast pace.
Yeah, up and down, penetrate, kick, just like this.
Renfro for 3, and a battle for the rebound. And we've got a whistle at the baseline. It was out of bounds to center.
Well, you see Grandview picking up in a full court press right now. A little 2-2-1 action.
And this ball tipped away, stolen by the senior, Kyan Arundale. Little floater off the rim, no good there by Aiden Lee. And the Yellow Jackets have it back after they turned it over on their first possession. Here's Russell spinning, off glass, no. And the ball comes out front. It goes to Vic, and he'll shoot a three. Both teams ice cold early on.
Well, it's going to be a speed advantage against a size advantage. You see the athleticism that center possesses, but Grandview, a lot of quick guards out there can really push the tempo.
Inbound it to Spiller, and he gets it shot blocked. Loose ball grabbed by Vic, and the Yellow Jackets will recycle their offense. There's the freshman point guard. Normally plays a couple quarters of JV. Tonight, getting his first varsity start for center. Here's Spiller driving the left side, and a blocking foul called on Grandview.
Yeah, and one good move by Spiller. Left-handed player goes strong left. That time able to take the contact and still finish.
Kirkwood got the foul, his first. And now they're signaling, as Michael mentioned, that the basket should count. And now the officials are going to talk about it. Coach Wooten is lobbying for the basket to count and a chance at a three-point play. The officials not so sure.
Yeah, now they conferred and said it is not a bucket.
And they're saying no bucket. 2 free throws now for Keon Spiller, averaging 15 and 6 on the year. All conference last year, team captain. Definitely a college prospect, and I have to go the JUCO route, I would imagine. The left-hander hits a pair. Thought maybe we'd see more pressure by center, as now the speed there, as that was Kirkwood driving, and looked like he lost the ball off his own body. And that'll be a Grandview turnover. Big key tonight, who handles the full court pressure?
Yeah, both teams are coming out early in the full court. There's a steal, near steal.
And just checking in the game, Makai Husky. And he nearly got the steal, could not save the ball. Center will play it in the backcourt.
Well, whenever you make that cross-court pass, you got to be anticipating, and nearly came up with the steal for Grandview. Grandview so quick defensively, that's really how they get a lot of their buckets from defense to offense transition.
And early bucket by Joseph Vick, the 6'5 senior. We mentioned the very good football quarterback. Stop and go action.
Good ball move.
Yeah, they set up Renfro for the three, and he buries it.
Wow.
Jaden Renfro averaging 17 per game. He's a skilled 6'7 player.
Yeah, great ball movement. We saw him last year at St. Michael. That time knocking it down from deep as Grandview able to answer on the offensive end.
Vic working against the zone employed by the Bulldogs. Shot off the mark. Bulldogs back the other way. See if they go to Renfro again. He's been their leading scorer this year at 17 per game. Kirkwood had 22 in the road win Tuesday. And now Russell and he battle. And we've got a foul coming up on Russell of center.
Well, let's take a look at the ball movement on the previous play from Grandview. Going side to side. Watch this. Baseline, 1, 2, 3, 4. Find the open man. Renfro set his feet, able to knock it down from deep. Here's their last foul. Kirkwood trying to shake him, but looked like initially good defense. But then there's the foul on the kind of discarding of Kirkwood.
Arundale drive and kick. And Grandview will recycle the offense as they didn't get what they were looking for on that first run through. Renfro, one-on-one with Vick. Ball poked free, stolen away. Vick driving and fouled. Joseph Vick to shoot 2.
Well, that was great defense by Vick. 1-on-1. You got to win your 1-on-1 matchup, and that time able to take that one away from Renfro and go full court, able to draw the foul.
Aiden Lee with his first foul as we check in with Dion.
Well, guys, it's really interesting. The offensive end for Grandview, 5 out. You don't see that often, but they aren't really putting anybody inside the lane, and it's that one series where they got the ball around quick. That's going to be a key for them. They've got to not make sure that ball sticks and keeps moving.
Vick averages 12 points, 7 rebounds. We mentioned he is a football quarterback. He was a finalist for the Frank Fontana Best Player in the City of Kansas City Small Class Player. His head coach Brian DeLong here, winner of the Driscoll Award as the Metro's Coach of the Year, as they went 11-1, lost in the state quarterfinals to Smithville. And Vick hits a pair. Of course, Coach DeLong up for a national award, the Don Shula High School Coach of the Year, one of 30 from NFL cities. And now the turnover by the Bulldogs. And center has it back. Skip it over, and this is Russell for 3. And rebounded out of there by Kobe Johnson. Grandview picking up the pace as Pickens driving the baseline is bumped and fouled. And players being inserted quickly into the game as there's Coach DeLong enjoying the basketball action on a Friday night. Mack with the foul for center.
Well, you see Grandview is really at their best when they're pushing the ball up tempo, and both teams want to press defensively. So let's see, like you said, who folds first.
Renfro, a long 3, and that's an air ball. And you can get that shot any day of the week and twice on Sunday. I don't like that shot selection there by 0 of Grandview.
Yeah, definitely an ill-advised shot from Renfro.
And here comes Russell, attacking the right side, goes high off the glass. Offensive rebound grab by Vick. And they'll reset the offense for center. Leading by 3, halfway through the first quarter. In this non-conference game, these teams haven't played since 2019. And the steal by Kobe Johnson. Nearly stolen back by Vasquez, but it'll be Grandview ball at midcourt.
Well, it's a good thought going high-low, but great job by Grandview collapsing down defensively on the rotation.
Yeah, that zone is just collapsing on players in the paint area. Kirkwood surveying at the right wing. His running mate is Aiden Lee, a 5'9 junior. And now the Bulldogs throw it away offensively. And both teams have had their share of turnovers, and now we'll get a 30-second timeout for center. There's Coach Potts talking to his players. He and Coach Wooten, they're some spirited guys. If you come and watch them practice, I went over to center Tuesday thinking they'd have a game, and I see these guys are practicing. I'm like, wow, tough situation making you guys practice before a game. He's like, no, our game got canceled. St. Michael's double book. So we're just having a practice. So.
Well, you know, coaches love to practice, though.
Oh, yeah.
Can't get enough practice
I thought
in.
Practicing before a game, man, that's cold.
Hey.
Some coaches will do that, though.
Yeah, make them strong out there. We used to lift weights before games, though.
Jack Bush?
Yeah, coaches got different strategies.
Well, setting up the 2-3 zone. Grandview, the home team in white. Center on the road, 7-4. And the ball skips out of the hands of Spiller. Turnover, Jackets. Grandview Not able to capitalize. The center does a good job of getting back on defense, stopping any transition action.
Yeah, Graham does a good job of moving the basketball, but they're not actually looking to attack. And you got to play downhill eventually. And his Renfro to the bucket. He short arms that layup.
And Vic quickly back the other way, handing off to his running mate Spiller. Can't hit. Stick back good by Armand Russell.
That was a good job by Armand, following the play, not just settling for Spiller to be able to make that one. And here's Renfro to the bucket.
And he'll draw the foul. 2 shots coming up here for Jaden Renfro.
Well, we know both teams want to push the tempo. Good job initially. Spiller misses, but there's Russell for the foul. I thought Spiller was actually fouled on the play, but no call.
Last foul on Mack, his second. Mack got the start tonight. Vasquez out. And now Armarion Henderson in. Henderson, 5'9" guard. Max sits down with the 2 fouls. Alex Kellum has checked in as well, a junior guard.
Got to show some love for Center High School and Chris Watson. He's hurt tonight.
Hurt his hip.
Yeah, hurt his hip. So
in the 8-10 varsity showcase game, and we wish him a speedy recovery. Great guy. Talked to him at practice. He's now the sports information director for the Yellow Jackets. He was giving me all kinds of tidbits.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Always contributing. Hey!
Vic for 3. You betcha.
And that was great execution by Center High School. Vic coming off the down screen, stepping into the shot, no hesitation, able to knock it down.
Inside, Pickens. Back out to the senior, Arundale. And the rebound collected by Vic. 11-4 start for the Yellow Jackets. Spiller working on Johnson, and it's a jump ball. Arrow goes to center.
Well, we know this is an emotional game. Watch this last bucket on the down screen. Vic doing a good job coming off right into it, able to knock down a big three-pointer to give center a 7-point advantage. And I say it every week, every basketball team needs a football player on it. Need a couple of them. Just brings a different sense of toughness.
Well, Joseph Vick was a quarterback, and highly decorated quarterback. As he drives the baseline, and his charge is called. As the little guard Lee stood his ground and took the charge, and Vick will get the foul call. That'll be his first.
That's a smart play. You know you're not going to block him upstairs. He's an athlete. Beat him to the spot, able to take the charge.
And now I see center, who opened in a man-to-man, going to play as zone defense as well.
That's coaches going back with each other, just trying to change the tempo. We haven't seen a lot of great outside shooting from Grandview so far.
See how the Dogs handle the zone. Nearly throw it away. Pickens the save. And here's Kirkwood from downtown. You betcha.
That was a big shot and a much-needed basket for Grandview. It looked like center was going to be able to pull away, but a big answer from Kirkwood.
Looked like they were about ready to turn over the basketball, and all of a sudden Kirkwood bails them out. They say he's their most improved player, second team All-League last year, and a small college prospect. As holding for the final shot of the first quarter are the Yellow Jackets. Inside to their money man, Russell, and he banks and scores. And at the buzzer, Lee's shot no good. But it was a good quarter early on for the visitors from center, as they lead at 13-7, but the Dogs fighting back at home on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. The game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee, proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Kevin White, Michael Watson, and Dion Clisso in Grandview tonight. After one, Center on the road. Low scoring first quarter, a lot of misses, a lot of turnovers. As both teams have went to the 2-3 zone, and the outside shooting not really there. Vic is your leading scorer with 7 of the 13 for Center.
Well, you know what I love? There's a turnover on the play. Center pushing the tempo once again.
And Vic, after the turnover, setting up Kellum. And Kellum can't hit the 3. Dogs back the other way. Kai Husky in there. Kirkwood, Arundale, Pickens, and Renfro. Home team in white. Working against a zone defense employed by Center. Renfro, yes. His second 3 of the first half.
Well, no hesitation. Airball, this previous shot, came right back with the confidence, able to knock that one down to pull Grandview back to within 3.
Russell, Henderson, Vic, Spiller, and Kellum on the floor. Center out of the MRVC. This is Vic leaning up a shot. It goes, and he's fouled. Joseph Vic with 9 with a chance at 10 on the old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, great job by Joseph Vic using his size advantage and his strength. Take a look at it right here. Good job getting the defender in the air and still able to muscle that one up for the bucket. He goes to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
Quazell Pickens with the fouls. We check in with Dion.
Well, guys, just as I was going to tell you, the footwork that he used on his 2 jump shots that he made, where he really set his feet, looked great. Vic goes and gets an off-balance shot to do the three-point play right on top of it. So he shows both of his versatility, being able to do it off the dribble and also setting his feet and hit the good shots outside.
He wears a big brace. He had an ACL injury last year. Still not signed to play football anywhere as far as I know, as far as Tuesday in practice, talking to the guys. Keeping his options open. As here's Renfro down the right side. Banks and misses. Ball on the deck. Arundale picks it up. No. Renfro the tip in.
Yeah, just got to want it down there on the offensive glass. Great job by Renfro keeping it alive and able to knock that one down.
He is the Grandview leading scorer with 8 of their 12 points, including 2 3-pointers. Grandview continues a zone defense. Looks like a 1-3-1.
Yeah, back to a 1-3-1. That could be a 2-3. Vic from the corner. He misses. But Spiller with the board. He traveled. No call.
And it's put back up and in by Vic.
And no boxing out from Grandview at all.
Vic, 12 first half points. 12 of the 18 by Center by 6'5 senior Joseph Vic.
Yeah, Vic is really getting it going here in this first half for Grandview.
Looks like the Yellow Jackets are coming out of their zone. Renfro working the baseline. And nice defense there by Omarion Henderson. Deflected it off Renfro's leg.
Well, that's the second time we've seen Renfro put it on the floor, but just not be strong with the basketball. Let's take a look at the last possession from Center, though. These boys are dogs on the floor. Spiller with the rebound and a miss, but watch Vic fly in. Nobody puts a body on him. He's able to lay that one up for Center. They're up 18-12.
Well, you got to block out. Here's Russell teeing up a 3. You better believe it. That is
right.
Ramon's first 3 of the game. And for the Yellow Jackets, their second.
It's just a practice shot for Russell. No one stepped out to
Big
go at
lead
him.
of 9. Renfro trying to answer. The ball hit the strap above the rim. That'll be out of play. And Center ball. This 9-point lead is the biggest of the ball game. 21-12. Coming up at halftime, Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers and highlights brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores. Russell feeling it.
Knocking that one down.
Back-to-back triples by Armand. And we're going to get a timeout for the Bulldogs. Well, the visitors heating up from behind the three-point line, and it's been Armand Russell, the 6'4 senior, doing damage to the Grandview defense.
Well, whenever you play a zone defense, when you're a shooter, you just look for the spot where no one is, and Russell does just that. The previous possession, knocking it down from deep. And the second time, you know, when you hit one, you got to have a heat check. He steps out and knocks that one down. Coach Potts for Grandview has to call a timeout as Russell is heating up.
Well, you got Armand Russell with 10 points. And then you got Vic with 12. They're kind of leading the way. They have 22 of the 24 points on the board for center.
The one thing I love about this game, both coaches, you take a look into the bench, into the huddle for Center High School. Coach Wooden, he played for his high school, and Coach Potts is a former high school and college basketball player as well. And they coach like they're still playing. They have that fire, that passion, that intensity, and it's a trickle-down effect to their players who are coming out here. Don't think for 1 second that Grandview is just going to lay down and allow Center to just come in here and run away with it.
Yeah, Coach Wooten he was an assistant when he was at center to Benny Moore, who's now an assistant on the Grandview side of things. Benny Moore coached girls basketball, boys basketball at Center High School. Three, not there. Rebound fought for, out of bounds to Center.
Well, Graham just not getting any clean looks so far. Center's doing a great job of limiting him to one-shot opportunity on the glass and then coming down offensively and getting whatever they want.
As Vic sees a change in the defense, they've got a big guy in Kobe Johnson at 6'6", top of the zone. Now Vic gonna go off glass. No. Renfro the rebound. Bounce feed it to Kirkwood. Driving, can't hit. And the ball goes out of bounds to Center.
And Coach Potts wants a foul on that last shot attempt by Kirkwood, but I don't think anyone actually hit Kirkwood. He was anticipating a foul. Take a look at it right here. Coming in your living room. Yeah, didn't actually get touched. I think he was anticipating. And the defender just went back. And it's out on number one, actually.
Yeah, he thought he was going to get contact. The contact moved out of the way, and he missed the runner. Give it back to Center. They lead by 12. 3 and some change left before halftime. Henderson. Left-hander's 3, no good. Let's see if Grandview can get on a run. Baseline shot coming up way short there by Lee. Vic had it knocked free from behind. And we get a timeout for Center. That was a late timeout. The ball was already across midcourt. The guys kept playing. And the official said,
it's so loud in here.
Timeout, yeah. It's kind of loud. And Coach Wooden wanted to talk to his guys before they ran a set, as they have their big lead of the ball game at 24-12. Coach Wooden, a Center grad of 2004. You take a look at the big crowd here.
Well, we got to shout out the man here, Alec Burks.
Yeah, Detroit Piston.
I mean, Detroit Piston, longtime NBA player.
Colorado Buffalo.
Yeah, former Grandview High School star. I remember doing some of his games, especially at the Hy-Vee shootout. And
Coach Randy Ferris back in the day.
Ferris back in the day. But Grandview,
they were state runners up.
They had a really good team. Grandview's had a lot of good players come through here. Keelan Mitchell, Stu Wright, Watson Townsend, a lot of great players that come out of Grandview High School.
Yeah, he's in the NBA. Of course, you got Rashad White from center.
Yep.
He's the running back for Tampa Bay. And
a lot of rich history between these two schools.
Malik Collins now plays defensive line for the Houston Texans. Of course, Josh Freeman was a star for Grandview. Now the steal by Grandview. Kirkwood looping a pass to Renfro, trying to get out to the three-point line. Back inside, Kobe Johnson blocked and fouled by Spiller. 2 shots, Kobe Johnson. First foul on Spiller as Kobe Johnson, very raw player, but they feel like this guy's a player that's going to have good upside in the future. They're calling him Mr. Double-Double. And they say it'll be very soon. He's averaging 4 points and 5 rebounds. That's his first points of the night. But Henderson checking out of the game for center. Gave him some good minutes. The freshman Vasquez back in.
Good looking stroke from the line, though.
Kobe hits a pair. Cuts the lead down to 10. Low scoring game. Grandview got a game in this week. Now the poke away. And the layup, no good. As that is DeAndre Nichols just off the bench. And he picked the pocket of the freshman. Can't get the layup, but he drew the foul and will shoot 2.
Well, we call that give me them cookies right there. Coming from behind. Whoop, give me that. Not able to finish, but great on-ball defense. Watch out, Andrew. Coming right at you, man.
Nichols, we just saw in the JV game, is averaging 5 points, 2 rebounds. So he can definitely score the basketball, and see him defensively get very quick hands. And the sophomore hits a pair, and the Bulldogs slowly chipping away at what was a 12-point lead. Try to get it down to a manageable number at Hy-Vee at the half. Kellum from the baseline. Yes.
That was a nice pull-up by Kellum. Little 15-footer. Lost art in basketball as a mid-range jump shot. He made it look easy.
That's the first bucket for the junior guard, Alex Kellum. Ended a little drought there by the Yellow Jackets. Runner not close. Rebounded by Spiller. And he stepped out of bounds. And the baseline official right there did not call it. This official was further up the court. And that's why the center coaching staff is not a happy group right now. As Grandview gets it back.
It was actually a good call by the official. The other official was looking up the floor, and so he was looking.
So he helped
down.
him out.
Yeah, he helped him out. But of course, the coaches wanted the official right there to call it, but it doesn't work like that.
Aiden Lee drive and kick to his running mate Kirkwood. Kirkwood keeps glancing at his coach in the coaching box to his left. Here's Kirkwood.
Oh, get
blocked by
it out.
Vic. Outlet now to Russell. He'll go one-on-one with Johnson, and Johnson fouls him.
Yeah, that's such a difficult call because Russell is barreling full speed. But check the block out by Vic. Give me that! Good block shot by Vic up top, showing his athleticism. The quarterback, shooting guard for Center High School.
And let's see, is this a shooting foul? Yes, Armand Russell. Beg your pardon, non-shooting foul. And ball at the baseline for Center. As we're under a minute to play before halftime. Last foul on Kobe Johnson was his first. As we wind down the second quarter. Center led by 6 at the end of the first quarter. It's been as high as 12. It's at 10 right now. as the Yellow Jackets are holding for the final shot of the second quarter. Guy with the ball is your leading scorer in the game with 12 points, Joseph Vick.
Well, Center taking another 10. Here's Vick operating up top. Grandview staying in the zone. 7 seconds and a half.
Here's Russell going to work on the baseline, and he is bumped and fouled by Johnson, his second. They have fouls to give. That's only the 15th foul. And I feel like Center's going to be playing from the baseline. Russell is up towing the stripe. Was he shooting there?
I think it's a 1-and-1, 6 fouls.
No,
not yet.
Not yet.
7.
Ball at the baseline now for Center, leading by 10 just before halftime. Can they get a shot off? They've got 2 seconds. The freshman to play it in. Way out to nobody. And the ball not touched. Here we go. Spiller picks it up and hits the ceiling with that shot. We've reached halftime. Center on the road by 10 in a very low-scoring game. 26-16 at the halftime break. As you're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. Coming back with Hy-Vee at the half after this timeout. The Game of the Week is brought to you by Hy-Vee, proud to support Kansas City High School Athletics. Teams out of the locker room getting warmed up for the start of the third quarter. There's your first half numbers brought to you by Hy-Vee. Neither team really shooting it well from the field, but the rebounding job by Center was important. The turnovers pretty even, but looking at those numbers, what should we expect here in the third quarter, Michael?
Well, you want Grandview to improve from the field, but they're doing a great job defensively for Center so far. 43% from the field and dominating on the boards. Both teams about even on the turnover margin, but look at Center. Points in the paint, 8 points to 2. Let's see if Grandview, I'm sure Coach Potts got on those guys at halftime, and they're going to come out with a little bit more fire in the second half.
Tuesday win at Southeast at the Fieldhouse for Grandview. They've won 2 in a row. They're 6-2, but losing at home tonight to Center, who's 7-4. Team that started out 6-0, but has gone 1-4 in their last 5 games. They lost in a showcase game, an 8-10 varsity showcase game against Blue Valley North last Saturday, as they blew an 8-point lead in the third quarter. And Center trying to bounce back. Did not have a Tuesday game. They got canceled. So they've had a layoff, and they're looking good on the road as they'll run the first set as they try to get Grandview out of this zone defense.
Yeah, look like a throwback to Alley Cat right now for Center. Grandview's going to have to come out of that zone. They're down by 10. Center does not have to do anything offensively. In high school, there is no shot clock, so they can literally hold it for the entire quarter.
Vick, Russell, Vasquez, Mack, and Spiller in the road black uniforms. Arundel, Kirkwood, Renfro, Lee, and Johnson. And now you see the Bulldogs look like they're going to come out and play man-to-man defense. As Center running their offense, double teamed at the baseline is Armand Russell. He had double figures, 10 points in the first half. Ball knocked away by Renfro. Streaking the other way. Here is Kirkwood. Nope. And the ball is out of bounds. And it's last touch by Grandview. So go to Center in the backcourt.
Well, good job by Lee. Hitting the trailer in Kirkwood. Just unable to get that one to go over the long stretch arms of Vick.
Spiller. Double teamed. And the officials meeting for a call. And they'll give the foul to Arundel. That's his first.
Take a look at right here. Keon Spiller coming through. They called the foul right there. Down low.
Arundel wanted the jump ball, but the officials decided to give him his first foul. 10-point lead in the basketball. Center very patient early on in the third quarter. They waited out the zone, got Grandview out of their zone. Inside Spiller, and there'll be a offensive player control foul, as taking the charge that time was Kirkwood.
Yeah, lowered his shoulder that time into Kirkwood. Kirkwood does a great job of coming over to that spot, able to take that charge right in the chest.
2 fouls now on Spiller. Team fouls even at 1 apiece. 16 points thus far scored by the Grandview in this game as they work against a trapping defense. 3 is missed by Renfro. Mack had the rebound. Jackets quickly into their offense. The freshman Vasquez. Tough shot off glass.
I don't know how he got that one to go. Took the contact, turned sideways, and still able to muscle it up. Oh, good pass, just unable to hold that one was Kobe Johnson.
Good look by Renfro. Johnson couldn't hang on. That is a Grandview turnover. And back to a big lead of 12 for Center. This team's played in 2019 in a Class 4 District 13 final. Grandview won that. That was back when Grandview had Reggie Morris as their coach. Russell all at the rim. Can't finish. And the ball is going to be handled by Center, and there's a foul coming up. And it's going to be on Kobe Johnson. And that's 3 now on Kobe, one of their starters. And Armand Russell to the foul stripe. Armand, top wide receiver on the Center football team that went 11-1. He and Vic as the quarterback and Russell as the wide receiver, a great connection.
Yeah, great year. Missed the free throw right there, but talk about one of the big-time wide receivers in the area. I mean, Russell put up numbers this season for the Yellow Jackets.
Man-to-man defense. You've seen Center play some zone. Kirkwood, elbow pull-up. Rebound off the floor taken by Vic. Surveying, and now scooping it up. And
charge.
A charge is called. The basket will not count for Joseph Vic, as that was Aiden Lee taking the charge for Grandview.
Well, Aiden Lee coming back into the screen right
Kirkwood.
there. I'm sorry, yeah, Kirkwood. And that was what you call a bang-bang play, because I'm not sure if Kirkwood was set, but I'm also not sure how in control Vic was. The official gives it to Kirkwood.
And now we see Center turning up the backcourt pressure. They get it to Lee. Lee out to Renfro. Renfro can handle the ball at 6'7". He's watched by Vic in the man-to-man.
Center does a great job defensively, 1-on-1. Lee to the bucket, and it's just stolen away by Russell.
Yeah, Russell just muscled it out of his hands. Now here's Vic to the rim. Joseph Vic.
Well, good job by Vic using the screen from Spiller to finish with his right hand. Good job by Vic so far in this game.
14 game-high points. And now we're going to get a full timeout for Grandview, as they are trailing by their largest margin of 15 points in the third quarter to city rival Center.
Take a look into the huddle for Grandview. That's Coach Prentice Potts. His team down 16 right now and just not executing very well offensively. Take a look at center, what they've been able to do defensively. Russell, nice job with the steal. And look, it looks like Spiller's just kind of leading the block like an offensive lineman would do on a screen pass. And Vic able to finish. He's really gotten it going offensively for the Yellow Jackets tonight. Shout out to the DJ here at Grandview. He's been keeping it rocking all night long. Vic likes it.
Well, Vic's been the star tonight. He's got 14 of the 31. His team a 15-point lead. Middle part of the third quarter. They're on the road.
Well, I'm sitting right next to his family, his father and his little brothers over here literally sitting in my lap on TV right now. And your big brother got 14 points.
And he's defending out front on Kirkwood. Kirkwood directing traffic, sending Pickens moving. Huskies in as well. And all that after a timeout, and they throw it away.
Yeah, take a look. Look, there you go. Look that way. Look right there. See the camera? This is Vic's brother. This is his brothers right here. Yeah, right there. That's his little brothers. He's been sitting next to me all night long. I'm like, you want to do my job or what? No?
After the Grandview turnover, see Josiah Goolsby's checked in. We've DeAndre Nichols, so looks like Coach Potts is taking a lot of his starters out of the game, as here's Spiller missing on the inside. Stick back try by Russell, no. And a foul inside. It looks like Renfro fouling Spiller. And free throws coming up here for Keon Spiller.
Yeah, center has just been dominant on the boards, especially the offensive boards tonight. Really getting any shot that they want at the rim.
And Keon, team captain, averaging 15 points, 6 rebounds. All-conference player in the MRVC West last year. 2 for 4 from the foul stripe tonight. And Grandview trying to chip away at a 15-point lead. And once again, only 2 of their starters out on the floor.
Nice back door.
Nichols finding Kirkwood, who puts it up and in.
That was a nice job by Kirkwood. Going back door, just sticking down the defense, able to knock down that mid-range jumper. It's been a long time since they've scored a field goal in this game.
Yes, they only have 18 points, and we're almost through the third quarter. That is a tough offensive night for Grandview, but ball game not lost yet. Here's Spiller with the pink shoes, finding Vic. Corner pass to Vasquez. Well, Vic does a lot of the point guard duties for this center team.
Yeah, just a smart player. Russell from 3.
And a legal screen on Mack for center. Official talking to Jermel. He can't believe the call.
Yeah, he shocked at the call. Like, what are you talking about?
Renfro, 3-point range, plays it inside, batted away by Mack to his teammate Vic. Here's Joseph, and it's stripped. And Kirkwood thought it was clean. The official disagreed.
Yeah, I have to take a look at this right here. I thought this was all ball. And great defense by Kirkwood. It's literally all ball on top of the basketball. Yeah, that should not have been a foul.
Let's check in with Dion.
Well, guys, when I talked with Coach Potts at halftime, he said one of the things that they needed to do in this second half was match the intensity level that Center had brought with them, beyond just letting the ball stick and taking better shots. But the intensity level was something he definitely brought up.
Vic perfect from the stripe. Ames leading scorer with 15. His nickname in football was Black Moses. And he finally misses a free throw and then commits a foul. So, the old frustration foul by Vic. Give it back to Grandview, needing something to end the third quarter to get back in this game, as they have 18 points.
And half of those by Jaden Renfro from 3.
Yeah, he's got 9 of the 18.
Yeah, this hasn't been their night so far, but they have the athleticism to push the tempo, but Center has been able to match that and then some.
Renfro will stop and go and draws the Kellum foul. Non-shooting foul. Ball at the baseline. Grandview needing a spark, needing a dunk, needing a three. They need some big-time play to get this crowd ignited. And they get an inbounds play and blow the layup. Goolsby, the miss at point blank.
Yeah, that's been that kind of night for Grandview. That was a great set out of bounds. He was wide open coming off of that, just short-armed it on layup.
Russell, watched by Goolsby. Vasquez, the freshman, and he hits the deck. Ball hit the strap above the backboard.
Yeah, take a look at the inbounds play. I mean, nice cut to the basket, just unable to finish. You got to get something for Grandview. This third quarter has not been good.
Nichols missing on the three. Vasquez had his pocket picked by Kirkwood, and now they'll say a foul, as Kirkwood is drawing a couple of reach-in fouls here in the third quarter. You make the call. Vasquez hits the deck here, and they got their feet tangled there.
Yeah, but I mean, that's when you kind of got to let play on. He grabbed the ball, but unfortunately, he gets called for a foul. It's third.
Center to play in from the baseline. Just over a minute to go in the third quarter. Non-conference matchup. Center, Grandview. Mid-January. Whip it inside Vic. Lets the guys fly by, and he travels. Turnover Center.
Yeah, he gets called for shuffling his feet, but it's a nice find down low. Center just kind of having their way.
Down low, Pickens, the hook shot. Renfro, the stick back try, no. Twice denied, steal by Kirkwood. And nails the three. Maybe this will ignite the Dogs.
You gotta love it. Kirkwood is just everywhere on the floor, trying to get it back on the defensive end. That time just steal with the immediate three-point bucket. Still a lot of time left remaining in the game. Let's see if they get a stop before the end of this third quarter.
As Kirkwood has 8 points in the ball game. Vic had it intercepted. Kirkwood back the other way, and he is bumped and fouled and nearly tripped over the ball and really hurt himself. The end of the third quarter is wrapping up. Grandview gets it. They go to Kobe Johnson. His shot spinning off. Kobe got his own miss, blocked from behind. Russell with the foul. And we'll have 2 shots coming up here for Kobe Johnson. As we're in the late stages of the third quarter, we've had a altercation on the other side of the floor between students, and players left the floor momentarily. They're back out as Grandview getting free throws by Johnson. He's now 2 for 3. Goolsby in for Arundel. Johnson, a 50% foul shooter on the year. Tonight, though, he's 3 for 4, all his points from the foul stripe. Well, the lead down to 10. Grandview hanging around on their home floor as they pressure, and
yeah, it's a foul on Renfro.
Foul on Renfro as he just got the body on Vic. Two fouls now on Renfro. As they get it into Vic, he'll hold the ball, and that is the end of the third quarter. And it's a 10-point lead for Center. Fourth quarter coming up next on Spectrum Sports. Hy-Vee scoring by quarters. Well, not a lot of scoring, actually. This has been a cold rim night for both these teams. Yes, 54 right now total by two teams. As low scoring basketball, but once again, Grandview has not played well, but still in this ball game. Down 10 as we start play in the fourth quarter. And coming out for Center, it'll be Henderson, Russell, Vic, Spiller, and Kellum. They're in black. We got Lee and Kirkwood, Renfro, DeAndre Nichols, and also Makai Husky. Kirkwood, the three. Russell had the rebound, knocked free, and it goes out of bounds off Renfro. Center basketball. Center will work against Grandview's pressure. They, for the most part, have handled it tonight. Vic, a big point guard, signals his teammates to go ahead. I'll get it across.
Yeah, plays that point guard position. So smart and super unselfish, almost to a fault at times.
Well, you can see his leadership skills as a quarterback on the football field and the basketball court as well. Kellum with a traveling violation. Turnover, Center.
Well, it looked like Center was going to run away with it being up big, and Grandview clawing their way back into it, down 10. Be a big opportunity. Kirkwood penetrating kick, Lee in the lane. And he's such a point guard, doesn't really look to score a lot, but so quick.
Nichols off glass, and Vic collects the rebound for Center. Outlet now to Russell. Center has the lead. They're looking to take time off the clock, set up their offense. Vic working on Kirkwood, handing off, and a traveling violation on Russell.
That's back-to-back turnovers by the Yellow Jackets, not doing a good job of taking care of the basketball. In crunch time, you have to value every possession, because at the end of the game, it's going to come down to who wants it most.
Kirkwood handing off to Renfro. Renfro letting go on a three, in and out.
That would have been huge.
And Henderson, the little guard, with the rebound at the baseline. And we're going to get a timeout for Center.
Yeah, that's a good timeout by Coach Wood, and kind of see his guys the last couple of possessions not playing particularly well and valuing the basketball. When you get lackadaisical, come back quick. Let's take a look at the last turnover on Russell. Gets the handoff, and he's kind of been shuffling his feet all night. Take a look. You see his pivot foot right there after he catches it, he hops, and that's a good call by the official. That's the LeBron step. They've been watching too much LeBron James when you just catch and take 2 steps. That's a travel on any level. Take a look at the Grandview cheerleaders down there. It's about 20 of them, too. They deep.
They were here early working on their stuff. And they're trying to get the Bulldogs fired up. Prentice Potts trying to get his team fired up in the huddle as they've got 22 with almost 2 minutes deep into the fourth quarter. Not an offensive masterpiece by his team tonight. And now we're seeing some of his guys off the bench getting more and more minutes. Husky, Goolsby, and Nichols seeing more and more time, as after the center timeout, it'll be Vic to play in. 10-point lead in the basketball now for the Yellow Jackets of center. Foul by Nichols. As good job by Russell to kind of keep the defender away and draw the foul. And now it'll start a one-on-one situation after the Nichols foul. And we'll get Armand Russell, 6'4" senior, at the line. 1-1. And this is how you don't close out a fourth quarter missing front ends of 1-1s.
Yeah, you got to make sure you knock those down. You're just leaving the door open for Grandview. Renfro.
Vic body Renfro, and that'll be a foul on Vic. So we're going to start a free throw shooting contest the rest of the way. 1-1 now for Jaden Renfro. Both teams over the limit. That was the 8th foul whistled on the center Yellow Jackets, as Renfro's free throw not there. That's also how you don't come back in a fourth quarter of a ball game when you're trailing by double figures, missing the front end. Ooh. As a blocking foul on Nichols. And Nichols should stop the dancing for the official there, as he gave him a long look. He didn't like the call, he didn't say anything, but just the dancing gesture away. You see the official kind of eyeballing him.
But watch Russell hit him. That's that football player in him. Trying to break it to the second level.
12 now for Russell. He earns the bonus toss. So the football guys have 28 of the 34 on the board for center. Russell and Vic. Kirkwood, play it inside, rejected by Russell emphatically. Ahead now to Henderson. Layup is good. Omarion Henderson.
Well, that's great defense on one end. Started the fast break. Grandview kind of coming alive. Center coming alive here in this fourth quarter.
Goolsby puts it on the floor and slips. Finds a teammate, though, Nichols, to bail him out. And Nichols scooping it up, no. Husky a stick back, no. And there's Renfro to finally clean it up. Renfro, a team-high 11.
You got to handle the pressure, and right now Kirkwood is giving Russell all he wants. Good job by Russell, taking his time.
Spiller against Renfro, and Renfro with the foul. Free throws coming up here for Spiller.
Well, take a look at the block by Russell, coming over and just wiping it clean, and then the heads up look to Henderson for the bucket. Kind of open this one back up to a 12-point lead for the Yellow Jackets.
And the free throws falling now as Spiller in the ball game. It's 3 for 5 from the foul stripe. All his points tonight from the foul stripe. Lead at 13.
And misses that second one. You got to stay at the free throw line. Follow your shot through.
Ball deflected out, last touch by center. Aiden Lee in, Kirkwood out. As the Bulldogs play from the side, they need a run. They need some threes. They have not shot the ball well from the field. They've had turnovers.
A bucket here would be huge. Almost 4 minutes remaining.
Goolsby inside. Johnson short arms it. Ball on the deck. And it's scooped up by Nichols. Out to Aiden Lee for three. Ball saved in by Johnson. And now here's Nichols for three. Big bucket. Timeout, Grandview.
Back to within 10. 3:51 in the fourth quarter. A big shot by the Bulldogs.
And they earned it, Michael. They went after some loose balls. They got all the 50-50 balls. And Nichols ends up capping it with the three.
Well, great hustle right here. Kobe Johnson keeping it in. And what a shot from deep. That was Nichols knocking that one down, and Coach Potts fired up for the Bulldogs.
Still a shot. Free throws, turnovers, and Center close this game out and go to 8-4. They're at Odessa next Friday the 20th. Grandview headed to the Shawnee Mission West Invitational in Kansas the 19th through the 21st. Grandview only 2 losses at Green Valley, and they lost to Miege in the Hy-Vee Arena in a showcase game.
Let's see if Center can handle the pressure of Grandview.
Well, it looks like Center wants to run clock. They're content to be fouled and go to the line. Grandview, number 22 in the 8-10 varsity poll, coming in. Would they be upset on their home floor tonight?
You see Center using clock right now. Already burned about 30 seconds on this possession alone.
Who do you want to foul?
You got to try to get a steal if you're Center. If you're Grandview, I'm sorry.
Jermel Mack. And we get a timeout by Coach Wooten and Center. So they got it to Mack. He was double teamed, and I don't know if he was trying to bail out his player there.
Yeah, it was a good timeout. He kind of saw Center discombobulated on the offensive end, not handling the pressure very well. Decides to call a timeout.
Next week, we get to go to North Kansas City for one of the oldest tournaments in the city, the 73rd annual North Kansas City Invitational. We'll have the semifinals Friday night, the 20th. Games at 6:30 and 8. The teams involved, of course, North Kansas City, St. Pius, Lee Summit North, Shawnee Mission Northwest, Park Hill South, Truman, Pembroke Hill, and Ray Peck.
That's going to be a really, really good tournament. It has a nice field down there.
New gym.
Yeah, new gym. I played in the old gym, though. Yeah, you literally run off the court and out the door.
The old gym had a peanut gallery.
I'm not that old.
Remember the area right behind the basket, kind of a little section they call it the peanut gallery.
Peanut gallery?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I'm old, Kev, but I'm not like old.
That was an old gym back in the day over there. But they got a new facility there. Ed Fritz is over there coaching them. They got the video board. And
yeah, shout out to
they got some
Kansas
guy
City.
named Webb that can fill it up.
You got Avion Webb. You got Alex Gunnels. You got a lot of good players down there. Coached by Nody Newton as well. Got some good talent.
Out of the timeout. Again, Henderson double teamed, and a timeout taken by Coach Wooten, and I believe that is his last timeout.
Yeah, that's his last timeout. Let's see how that affects him down the stretch.
So the timeouts are finished for Coach Wooten, so he can't bail his guys out when they get double teamed. And he'll get his final instructions in for the last 2:44 as we wrap this one up. 2 timeouts left for Prentice Potts, however.
Yeah, I got to shout out my guy, Armand Strickland, the former Lee Summit West.
Yeah, tell him thanks for the socks.
Yeah, Kev said thanks for the socks. His Believe brand. I'm rocking it tonight.
Yeah, you got the Loverboy shirt. I got the socks.
Shirt, Kev. I got the socks on too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those look like good socks. I'll wear those.
Former high school player at Lee Summit West, and there we go.
Yeah,
there we go.
I got my socks.
Got to shout him out. Oh, what? Check me out. Boom.
Oh, boy.
Got to show him some love, baby. You see it.
I'm not showing my shoes. That's for
You're not showing.
No.
We're gonna take care of Kev. I got something coming for you, Kev.
No, I don't want any shoes.
You don't have to want. That's why it's called a gift.
Yeah, okay. Don't gift me any shoes. I got enough shoes.
I'm gifting you. No, you don't.
I got a lot of shoes. I got shoes older than you are. As we get a foul and now free throws for Keon Spiller. As can Center close out this game? Teams haven't played since 2019. Spiller is just 3 for 6 foul shooting. As this is double bonus time, this is the 10th foul whistled on Grandview. So
you got to be able to close out games. He's going to be a championship contender. As Center is trying to do that right now. Keon Spiller at the free throw line.
And he hits 1 out of 2. As he is 4 for 8 foul shooting. All 4 points from the foul stripe.
Nice.
And a step on the defense.
Hey, Kirkwood can play, Kevin. He has a quick first step. Defensively, he's everywhere.
Henderson had a notion to trigger. Decides to run more clock. Russell can't finish at the rim. Henderson gets it back for Center. And the ball tipped out off of Henderson. Grandview ball. As the lead is down to single digits and still 2 and some change left.
A lot of time,
not over.
A lot of time left. Both teams in the double bonus. So if you're Grant, you got to keep pushing the tempo. Play downhill. Kirkwood is able to do that. Nice look inside to Renfro. Uh-oh, Kev.
Renfro now has 13. And we'll get a timeout for Prentice Potts with 1:59 remaining in regulation. And his team chipping away. They're down 38-31, under 2 minutes to play. Nice assist here by Kirkwood.
Yeah, it's a nice look by Kirkwood down low. Renfro doing a good job of going to the open part of the field, of the court, able to lay that one up. And just like that, when it looked like Grandview was doomed, they're back to within 7.
Renfro, the leading scorer tonight for Grandview with 13. His running mate Kirkwood has 10. Leading scorers for Center with 15 Vic, 13 for Russell's in a double team. Plays it ahead now to Henderson. Now to Mack.
Oh!
And he gets it blocked, but it's a foul call. And free throws for Jermel Mack.
Wow. Watch the athleticism on this play. the track down a la LeBron James right here. Watch Kobe Johnson just come flying through, and they definitely got him for the foul after the block because he got it up top, no question. And Coach Potts doesn't like it. I was coming out of his quarter zip down there.
Jermel Mack getting the start tonight, the senior.
Got to make the free throws. Clock is stopped. This is in Grandview's favor.
Mack averaging 2 points and 8 rebounds.
Now the crowd's into it.
But not a good foul shooter, and goes 0 for 2. And a rebounding foul on Spiller.
Yeah, Keon Spiller, you have to wait till it hits the rim.
Well, now they say lane violation, beg your pardon, so the basket would not have counted anyway, but it was missed.
Quick look right here. He
Spiller,
crossed the line before it hit the rim. Yeah.
Renfro. Let's
That's
go
good.
on a three.
That's good.
Buries it.
That's good. I saw that from my seat, and here it goes.
16. Now the ball game down to 4. Foul on the floor. Basket will not count by Spiller. And he'll shoot 2 shots.
Well, take a look at Grandview. Here they come on the break. Renfro pulls up from deep and knocked it down.
Foul was whistled on Kobe Johnson, and he is fouled out of the game.
And that's a big loss, Kevin. He is a great.
He's their presence on the
great
inside.
Inside for Grandview. Uh-oh.
Spiller keeps falling off the line.
He keeps backing up. You see his father underneath the rim. He says, stay at the line, follow through, be confident. There you go, able to knock that one down.
1 out of 2. He's 5 for 10 from the foul stripe. The lead at 5.
Got to get a screen up top with Renfro. 2-3 zone by center.
Nichols and Kirkwood can definitely rein it in from three-point land. Renfro's connected on threes as well.
Got to penetrate that zone. You don't need a 3, you just need a bucket. Kirkwood open in the corner.
Off the mark, rebound, saved back into play, but it's center that gets it. And Spiller is fouled in the backcourt. Lee with the hustle threw it back in, and Spiller caught it and drew the foul.
This place would have went crazy if Kirkwood was able to knock that one down from the corner. Had a really good look, just unable to hit the shot.
That's 4 now on Kirkwood, and that's one of their leading scorers. As Spiller, who's only 5 for 10 foul shooting, will shoot 2 with 1 minute exactly left in this game. The lead was as high as 15 in the second half for center. Now they're holding on for dear life.
Man,
5 for 11 foul shooting, Spiller.
I wonder how many points they've left on the table just from the free throw line at the beginning of 1-and-1 opportunities.
Well, we've seen Mack miss a couple. Seen Spiller miss a lot tonight. And 1 out of 2. 6 for 12 foul shooting.
Still a
Keon Spiller.
game.
Yep, 2-possession game. Under a minute. Who do you go to? Nichols
That's
for
good.
3.
Oh.
No, back iron. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Grandview.
Nichols not afraid to let it fly. You got to get shots up. Only 46 seconds remaining. Quick look right here. Just hard off the rim, but yeah, off a couple of center players up top.
And they get it in. Get the 3 off. No, ball on the deck. Taken away by Vic. Finding Spiller. And Spiller will be fouled, and he will shoot 2. Aiden Lee with the foul for Grandview.
And Spiller, he wants the ball in crunch time. Not afraid of the moment, but has to knock down those free throws.
Comes in averaging 15, has 6 on 6 for 12 foul shooting tonight. So the all-conference player and JUCO prospect trying to close out this win tonight for the Yellow Jackets. And the lefty again. Staying on the line this time at least. 7 for 14 foul shooting. Kirkwood out to Nichols. Nichols
Deep.
three halfway down. Rebounded by Spiller and he's fouled. And that's going to send fans to the exits as Spiller goes to the other end where he is shot 50% from the foul stripe. 7 for 14 as he's got 2 more coming. Egress instructions being handed out by the public address announcer, who's also the volleyball coach here. Trying to get everybody situated and sent home safely. As Spiller has another free throw coming. And he is 7 out of 16 from the foul stripe. That ain't going to cut it. Here's Renfro for 3. Short. Stick back, no. And a foul underneath by Mack as Husky will shoot free throws now. Kai Husky, a 6'3 junior, averaging 2 points, 50% foul shooter. Kai, also a track athlete, very good defensive player. They use him a lot in their trapping or tops of their zone defenses. He got some long arms on him.
Yeah, it really does. And Grandview just unable to get over the hump. Center able to hold on tonight, but not because of lack of effort by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they fought hard, but they did not shoot well from the field. Had some turnovers, and now ball knocked out by Kirkwood. It'll be center ball with just over 10 seconds to go. They lead by 5. Get it into Russell, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the other end to shoot 2. He'll be on Vasquez. Or I beg your pardon. Vasquez is on center, so it can't be on Vasquez. It was on Makai Husky. And here's Russell at the foul stripe. He's had a good game tonight. He's got 14. And center closing out a road victory tonight. Non-conference game, but a good win for them against a city rival. As 6-point lead. Kirkwood not going to shoot it, and that's your ball game. Final score 42-36. Center road victory at Grandview. Leading scorers 16 for Jaden Renfro, leading Grandview. 15 for Joshua Vick. As the record's now 8-4 for Center, and Grandview drops to 6-3, and that ends their 2-game win streak as they head to Kansas for the Shawnee Mission West Invite. Center starts conference play at Odessa on Friday the 20th. As we check in with Dion.
I'm here with Joseph Vick from Center, and you guys got out to the big league, got a little tight down the end. I was talking to Coach DeLong. He said you guys, that's one of been your things is closing out a game. How important was tonight to be able to close this game out?
Tonight was very important because this was a statement game because we've been the last 5 games with 1-4. So this is where we needed a good win against a solid opponent to show everybody that we still here and that we mean business.
We're right now in the middle of January. Things are really going to start going. You'll get in conference and things like that. What's the most important thing as you guys go down the stretch?
The most important thing is we gotta still practice on keeping the ball and not turn over and finishing games is most important because we come out, like you saw, we come out real good that first half. We just got to finish the second half, finish a lot stronger than we did this game.
All right, well, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Well, the quarterback during the fall is the point guard during the winter for the basketball team. That is Joseph Vick. His team victorious on the road by 6. Hy-Vee postgame is next. Hy-Vee postgame with Hy-Vee by quarters. And if you were looking for a lot of points to be scored tonight, you came to the wrong place. This was a low-scoring Grinders game. They got up by 15, did Center. And we saw the Grandview Bulldogs fight back, Michael, but it wasn't enough. Center hit a few free throws late, and they win it by 6.
Yeah, almost lost the game at the free throw line. Grandview had a couple of shots go in and out. But credit Center staying with what they do defensively, being dogs and making sure they push the tempo. A good game and a good win. You heard Vic say they were 1-4 in their last 5, and so able to come out tonight and get the victory.
Special thanks to our school ADs, Bob Ray of Center and Jonathan McAfee of Grandview. Thanks to the coaches, Coach Potts and Coach Wooten, our producer Joe Novacek, for Michael Watson, Dion Clisso, our entire Spectrum Sports broadcast crew. Kevin White saying so long from Grandview High School. Our final once again, a low-scoring game. Center wins at 42-36. Next week, North Kansas City Invite semifinals at 6:30 and 8 as we say goodnight from Grandview.